Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your TweetDeck and actually go through the motions of participating in a Twitter chat. I'm going to go really quickly through how to set up your TweetDeck because I did that in the other video that I shared. So you should have it set up after watching that, but I'm going to go through it one more time. So I have my notifications column right here already set up. And actually I wanted to show you this too, that from this column, I can actually go and follow you guys that Emily is in our class. And let's see, I think Andrea, I'm sorry, I don't know everybody's names yet, but if you click on this, you can do lots of different things. And I'm just going to follow them. And that just means that when I post things, she'll have access. She'll be on my home feed on Twitter, things like that, kind of similar to Facebook. Now on this Gaggle, that is actually a product, and I don't follow products because I just don't see the value in that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to actually go through setting up the TweetDeck for EdTech chat because it's a very active chat even during times when it's not the scheduled time. So I'm going to go through and click on add column, and I'm going to click on search, and it went away. Try again. Add column, search, and then I do EdTech chat a lot, so it saved my chat. But all you have to do is type EdTech chat in the search bar and click enter, and then it will come up with all of the things that people are posting about even now, and go down here to add column. And so what I wanted you guys to see, and this might not be a very good time to do this, is that I'm going to add one more column. I'm going to add a mentions. So anytime anybody mentions my account, it'll go into that column. Okay, so during an actual Twitter chat in the scheduled time frame, what will be happening is that all of the tweets in this column, in the EdTech chat column, it'll pull all of the tweets that are hashtagged with that exact tag, EdTech chat, written exactly like that. Well, actually capitals don't matter, so it might have a capital in it, but that won't matter. But what I wanted you to see is that there are lots of people who will hashtag EdTech, EdChat, EdTech chat, even when it's not the scheduled time. And so it will still show up in your search, in your column. So this is the way that you are going to keep track of the chat as it is ongoing. And if you notice, it just popped up right here, one new tweet. So in an actual chat, whenever it is going on simultaneously, there are all these people on, then the tweets will just keep coming, and it's a little overwhelming. I will just have to be honest. The first several times that you participate, it'll be like almost like a rolling tweet column. But you don't have to worry about every single one. You see that there's a new tweet, but I don't have to go up there. If I want to look at something that Susan Bearden said, and I would make sure and follow her. And if you don't know how to do that, you can come over here to these three dots and click on that, and you can tweet to her, follow her. That yours will say follow because you probably aren't following her yet. And she is actually one of the moderators on EdTech Chat. And if you'll notice, the way I got to that was I just clicked anywhere in that tweet itself. And so she always posts what the topic of the chat will be. So tonight, the chat will be on student voice. If you see right here, student moderators take the helm of EdTech Chat tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. Central, and come support student voice. So in other words, they have invited students to come and moderate their chat tonight, which is really neat. Tom Murray is one of the co-moderators as well, co-founders of EdTech Chat, and it is just blown up. It has gotten so much bigger. And so is Katrina Stevens. And then this is Jennifer Sheffer. She actually runs Burlington is her, she's up in the upper Northeast, and they actually have a student run computer help center. So she is giving them that opportunity to make a difference and to get a lot of good experience. But anyway, so Susan Bearden is one that you'll want to follow. But other things that I want you to look at is that there are lots of people that will post links to things, and I don't expect you to do that. But if the chat is going on and you see something that's really interesting, all you got to do is click on it. You can actually go and read something about. And if you notice, this person who posted this Google Doc has not made it available to everybody. So that one wasn't a good one to click on. So if I go down here, here's the way that you will be able to participate and not feel overwhelmed. As the tweets keep coming, if you will just actually scroll down, then they don't feel so overwhelming, because I can click on this one new tweet and go all the way to the top again. And so I've missed all of these other ones, or there would be a lot more if you're doing EdTech Chat. I would miss all these, but if you notice, I can just scroll down and go at my own leisure and not have to go on and click on and reply to all of these. But I'm going to find one that I do want to look at. Geeky Teacher, Easy Websites with Weebly. So this person obviously uses Weebly, and so I'm going to click on that. And she just posted, how to use Weebly as a website. It's probably a blog post that she did. And so if I wanted to go and read about this, even while I'm on the chat, I can, and I can say, oh yeah, that is great. I think this is neat. Even though I don't really use Weebly, this is a good option for other people maybe, blah, blah, blah. And then I can read a little bit of it and I can click out of it. And then I can go back over here and say, favorite it and reply to her. And it comes up over here, okay? And I don't leave all these sometimes because it takes up my characters, but this is her Twitter handle. So if I want to say, this post is excellent help for beginners, and then I'm going to hashtag it EdTech Chat if I was in that chat. I'm also going to hashtag it EDU5213 because that's our course hashtag. And if you don't have enough characters to do that on every single tweet that you do, that's fine. But I would like for you to do that some, just so I can see that as it shows up. And then I hit tweet. And if you'll notice, it'll say, it'll take it and go. Now, if I click on her tweet that I originally commented on, my reply will now be below it. So it kind of creates its own thread of tweets and replies, tweets and replies. And you'll notice here, I'm going to add a column of our hashtag EDU5213. So I'm going to add column. So if you'll notice, the one that I just replied to is the first one there because it has the EDU5213. And here are some of the other ones that I replied to that use that as well. So as long as you have the hashtag, it will show up in there. So another thing I wanted to remind you is that if you favorite something, it will actually show up in your Twitter favorites feed. So if it's something that looks really good, but I feel like I'm going to miss out, I don't have time to look at it right now. For instance, let's see. Okay, so this is about a 6-year-old coding. It's this picture, and I think it's really neat, but I don't have time to look at it. I'm just going to favorite it. And then when I go back over to my Twitter, like if I want to click on my name, I can actually look at my Twitter profile. I can look at my favorites. If I click on that, I can look at all of my favorites. But you can also go back and look at your own Twitter account. I'm not sure if my connection is going to, oh, it did really quickly. Oop, come on. So if I go directly to my page, okay, I'm going to click on my name because this is just my home feed when I look here. But if I click on my name, then it's actually going to be to my Twitter account. Okay, so if you see right here, I have over 5,000 favorites. But if I wanted to see some of the things that I favorited, I can just click on that and it becomes kind of a curation of all of my the things that I favorited. So I can go back and I can look and take more time and be more specific about um, looking at the things that people posted that I favorited. Okay, so I have this list of things, some of them I favorite here. And I probably favorite too many things, but anyway. Okay, so back over here. So just as long, if I just wanted to post something here without replying to somebody, I would just go over here to my new tweet over here to the left, and I would say something, can't wait to hear all about Stu Voice, because that's what Susan used tonight on EdTech Chat. Hope my EDU 5213 students, capital S, lowercase s in Twitter world stands for students. Hope my EDU 5213 students can join in. And that's not a requirement tonight, but I just, and then tweet. And then it'll show up here, and it'll also show up here because I put in the EDU 5213 column and the EdTech Chat column. So every hashtag that you put in your tweet, if somebody has that column set up on their tweet deck, it'll show up in that. And that's how you'll be able to see everything. Okay, so if you'll notice, a couple more came in as we were talking, and you can just explore that. But again, it will be a lot faster than this, and it will also be in a question answer format. So there will actually be already determined questions that they have you respond to. And so they will say Q1, and then they'll ask a question. And then for you, you'll answer A1, and then your answer to that question. Now, you can answer every question you want to, or you can answer no questions. You can just sit there and respond or lurk and read. So there's lots of different things you can do. So this very first Twitter chat, don't feel overwhelmed, but just participate, feel in the moment, and just reflect on how beneficial this is. It will be frustrating a little bit, but just hang in there, and the next one will definitely be better. So hopefully this will help all of you first-time Twitter users.